this. I like 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 this.
Hey, Pete.
Hello, my people.
What's going on?
How y'all doing?
We doing.
You doing?
Hey, Tiffany.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Jules mute. Jules mute.
Yeah, I was mute.
What am I doing? Did y'all hear me at first?
No.
Huh? No.
Not even the shuck it, duck it?
No.
Oh, hey, good Lord. I thought I was up there introducing everybody, and then I wasn't even on.
No.
Somebody must be muted me. I might have muted myself. But anyway, good evening, Dr. Jones. We are live for another show, our 105th show. 104th or 105th, something like that. We've only missed one show in 2 years, and that was a rerun. We put a rerun on. Even the pandemic didn't get us out of the way. So y'all are resilient, and I appreciate y'all time and efforts in this program, bringing the people the news the way that they should have it. News that they can use.
Yes.
All the way. Look, hey, we all the way. I'm in Savannah. Bernard is in Atlanta. Sandra's in Texas. Tiffany is in Athens. We all over the globe, people. We ain't just a local show. We talk about issues concerning every community in this country. If it runs across our desks, we will be talking about it. So y'all just stay tuned. We appreciate everybody that gives to this platform and to keep us alive. Because it got to keep the lights on. Y'all see how bright it is. And got to keep the lights on. Got to pay the water bill, even though I got a plumbing problem right now. And we got to keep everything rolling. So, Bernard, what's going on in Atlanta?
Nothing, man. This weather and, craziness. This is a crazy city. You know what I'm putting this? It's a crazy city, but a fun city. And I tell people this here: if you come up here to Atlanta, and you moving up here, and your first couple of nights you out there partying, you going home because you can't survive. You going home. It's a lot of people moving up here, and they can't deal with the traffic, and other than that, it's hot Atlanta. That's about it.
Sandra, what's happening?
Child, crime, and more crime in Houston. Crime has gone up, they said 30% since the pandemic, and I believe them. This lady in Houston went to the teller machine the other day and got murdered for $40.
Wow,
And
that's crazy. I see Houston in the news a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Y'all,
I mean,
y'all act up.
things are crazy. And even a young man, he was going to TSU for engineering, and he had a minor fender bender, and the other young man got out of his car and shot him, and murdered him. For what? I mean, is it the pandemic? Is it the pandemic?
Nah, that been
or
going. Ain't the pandemic.
Or is it what we're going through these days? Is it the news? Is it, I don't know. What is it that's making people more violent?
It's the attitude approach. It ain't the pandemic. It ain't the pandemic. It's been going on before the pandemic. People they're just going crazy. They don't care no more. I mean, and they can't say they can't find no job because shit, there's so many jobs out there.
Oh,
if McDonald's is paying you $20 to work in the kitchen.
Yeah. This is a worker's market.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a worker's market.
Yeah.
You can tell your boss what you ain't gonna do these days.
Right.
And still be on the payroll.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not getting vaccinated. And what you gonna do?
Yeah.
I mean, because that's what the people basically at Southwest Airlines said. And because they're having so many issues, their people said, you know what, we're just going to extend this. Y'all saw that on the news?
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah.
So, Tiffany, what's happening in hot Athens?
Athens, well, we do have a kickball for cause that's coming up this Sunday. My organization, Mothers of Black Sons, we will be participating, playing kickball along with anti-discrimination and Men Mentoring Men, as well as United Outreach. So we'll be playing kickball and raising funds for all 5 organizations, which are all youth organizations. And Bernard, I never go to Atlanta because the traffic sucks, and I got bad road rage.
And Tiffany, what you supposed to have said when we asked you what was going on in Athens is the Bulldogs 7-0 or 6-0, whatever it is. Yeah.
I didn't talk to my dad about my questions because he just got off work, and so I was headed out, he was headed in. So the Bulldogs, I didn't get to that, but go Bulldogs. I have to tell you that I'm 33 and I've never been to a Georgia game.
Live right down the street from the stadium and never been to the game.
Are you kidding me?
That's all right.
I can hear it from my house.
You ain't by yourself. I ain't never been to none. It ain't gonna go.
I had to make my son. I made my son a cup the other day. I had to make him a Falcons and Bulldogs. You know, I don't. You
wasted material on that Falcons stuff.
I know, but I do root for the Bulldogs, but I don't waste my time on the Falcons. But
okay,
there it is.
All right, our first subject tonight. Charlie Brown called and said that he is just disappointed in all of us because we paid his ransom of $250, and he thought that it should have been at least 25,000 or more because I think he kidnapped himself, and he wanted more money. So when we left the money under the in the phone booth, and we never saw who came and picked the $250 up, then he got released. Now he's back, but he's claiming that we didn't pay enough. So Charlie is back, but he's not here tonight. So Ivan, if you're out there, give Charlie a call, and we'll go from there. But Charlie's back. Our first subject is the sun dragging Earth through a vast cosmic tunnel in space. We could all be gone in a couple of years, so y'all take this serious. The sun is dragging the Earth through this big old tunnel, cosmic tunnel, and it could kill all of us. It could, nobody's paying no attention to it, so y'all need to really be kind of concerned about it. What you looking at that, like that for, Bernard? What?
Well, you know what? If it is, we can't put no damn brakes on it and stop it. I mean, what are we gonna do? I mean, I'm gonna say like my aunt always say, if it be God's will, how about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I can't worry. I cannot sit up worrying about something that I don't have no damn control over.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna pay my car note. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you got the information for? I mean, I'm not going. I ain't gonna answer because I don't really know.
Basically, well, I'm a news buff, so I get everything out the news. Whatever's in the news, I read, and this is where we get a bunch of our subjects. We don't know what's going on in the world if we stay in the box. We got to know what's going on in the world by looking at the news and reading the news and being a part of it. So y'all are a part of it right here. So y'all are giving the news.
Only thing I know is this. When the damn sun out, it's hot.
Y'all don't think that's what's causing those volcanoes to erupt all over the earth?
Yeah, I can see
global warming is real.
Yeah. What you say, Tiffany?
I can see that as well as the forest fires in California. I can see that with it being dry and heated, and like Bernard said, when the sun is out, it's hot. But like around this time, you need a sweater on. So
it was cold this morning. I did have a jacket on. I did have a jacket on. I left out, but a couple of hours after I left home, I had the air conditioner on.
Yeah. I mean, but it's like we cannot, we can't control it. Mm-hmm. Whatever the damage is that we've done to this planet, I mean, it's not going to be reversed overnight.
Right.
Okay,
and these big corporations are not trying to really do anything because money runs it all.
Yeah.
Well, this could be the end of the earth, so we don't know. Dr. Jones, how about you say a prayer for us? And hey, Melinda, late but present. You're always present, girl. No matter whether you're late, you be here. We had a show on earlier with Dr. Jamal Torre. He has his Georgia Southern Black Book Club. They were on. They did an icebreaker today to get familiar with ATR, and they'll probably be coming on from time to time talking issues from a younger perspective from Dr. Torre's class. Dr. Torre, I need to talk with you because I need to get those kids back on again in a different setting like this first, and so they can talk to the people, and then the people can know what they're doing. But we're gonna get them back on one of the shows after a while, so they can do another icebreaker. So because they were talking some good stuff, you just couldn't hardly hear them that good. But y'all stay tuned. Dr. Torre is bringing some great things, and he brings us a wide array of issues concerning our community. What you eating? Pizza?
The best pizza, y'all.
Hey,
Mods.
hey, son,
Mods.
Natalie. Hey, Jew. Natalie said we cannot eat on no shows. Natalie told
that's
us
correct, Sandra.
Oh,
That is
I don't
absolutely
care.
correct.
I have not eaten all day.
It is okay. Well,
And
you should eat
kept me
10
from
minutes
eating
before.
all day.
You should eat 10 minutes before coming on the show
I'm
because
sorry. I just
shows.
got out of a meeting 10 minutes before. I'm sorry.
See, hey, Bernard had macaroni and cheese falling off his lips one night. He was eating chicken wings, and Natalie said, "What the hell kind of show is this here?" And
it's either I be late and don't participate, or I eat a little bit.
You good for the night. Try to eat before the show. Okay. Well, that's what we got. We're gonna pay attention to that. If y'all start feeling a little dragging and get a little hotter, that means the sun pulling us into that cosmic tunnel, and it's about time. So y'all all call and tell me how much you love me before we go into that tunnel. Okay. All right.
And Jew, if I feel that way, the only thing I'm gonna say, that's my natural light. Ain't the sun. Ain't the sun.
That's your light, natural light.
That's the light. That's right.
Okay.
It wasn't the sun light. It wasn't the sun at Savannah State last weekend. That was natural light.
Oh, okay. Our second subject is Byron Allen. Y'all know Byron Allen, right? Y'all remember Byron Allen?
Yeah.
A comedian, and he brought the Weather Channel in 2018. Byron Allen is trying to do what Bill Cosby done. So only thing I could tell Byron Allen is be careful.
Yeah.
You trying to buy
up everything on him and send his ass to jail.
Be careful. Bill Cosby was trying to buy NBC.
Yeah.
They got rid of Bill Cosby. Now Byron Allen is trying to buy Tenga. It's a big broadcasting company. They own True Crimes or something like that. I believe they own True Crime Network and a couple other. They got about 60 or 70 stations across the country. But Byron Allen is trying to buy that. And y'all know the price of that?
Byron Allen got that much money?
Yeah. No, he got that much money? He got Michael Milken and all of them behind him.
Oh,
Michael
okay.
Milken is a billionaire, y'all know. But all you need is that kind of clout and money behind you to borrow the money to buy it. But y'all know what the price tag is now?
What's that?
$8 billion. Now, yeah, when Bill Cosby was trying to buy CBS, I think it was 3 to 6 billion. Yeah. So $8 billion that he's trying to put together to buy that company. And then he got some people that's trying to fight him against it. They don't want him to have it. There's some other big players in it. These guys, they own a bunch of other TV stations and everything, a bunch of Fox stations, and they don't want him to have it. And they're trying to outbid him for it.
Because just like the BET network, you know, they will let us have the illusion of having a network, you know, or a channel of our own, but they're not going to let us have total ownership of said network because they want to have control over what plays on it. So you can have Black Entertainment Network, but they're not going to let you have control of what really is broadcast to the people.
Yeah.
Right.
And I can see Fox trying to outbid him or block him in ways because once a Black man, I feel like, gets the opening in this day of time, there's a lot of stories that they will not be, you know, depicted on cable TV. A lot of companies and TV networks are you know, showing more Black than usual. Like, I look at commercials nowadays and I'm like, I've never seen a Black person on this commercial. But now it's just like, you know, it's just we're everywhere, which is a good thing, but also like Sandra was saying, if it's not Black owned, like there's still like, you know, a side eye to me. Like, are you just using our faces to get us to buy the product or to be a part of whatever you're trying to sell? Now you want us included in it, opposed to this Black man wanting to buy an entire network. Imagine how that channel is going to be taken up by the Black community, Black authors and Black writers, Black directors, Black actors, Black news. Shoot. So I can see it being hard. Honey, behind them 8 billions might come be with the bars. You know, all the ghosts come out the closet.
Yeah.
Because you want to.
Yeah.
It's a prime example.
Because,
It's a prime example is they love to keep us in our place. And Bill Cosby is a prime example. He was in his place doing the Cosby Show. Okay. Then when he got out of his place and wanted to buy NBC, then all of a sudden, you know, this he drugging people and this and that. That's why he in the position that he in now because of that. You know what I'm saying? These white folks, they send a message in a different way. And I tell white folks right now, I don't care how much money you got and how much money and how much prestige you think you got. They will find a way. If you get out that rope, they'll find a way to take you down. So Byron, better be careful at the end of the day because it's coming.
Yeah.
And ain't we ain't got to say Byron. We ain't got to say Bill Cosby. We can say Jules Hall. We can say Jules Hall. They felt like he stepped out of line.
He stepped out of line in Port Whitworth. Because see, they were saying the same way that in Spring ISD, they were saying that we have historically had white mayors here, and we're not trying to break history, you know. And the same way that they are whitewashing history all over these red states, you know, by saying we are not going to teach the Holocaust and slavery and all of this type of stuff in our K through 12th grade schools. And if you're going to teach that, you're going to have to teach the opposing thought. What type of opposing thought is there to the Holocaust? It happened. Slavery happened. You know, there's no opposing thought to Jim Crow. It happened. But they want to whitewash it like it never happened. You know, and as long as you have them dictating the narrative because they own the companies, they can dictate the narrative.
Yeah.
You know, and they don't want to lose that power. As long as they own the company, they own what is said on the TV station, hence Fox News Network.
Yeah. And you know what? And I'm gonna say this. Michael Jordan is the only Black owner that owned the NBA team in the NBA. He's the only one. And reason for that is he planted the seed a long time ago. And now it used to be Nike used to be the main product for the NBA when you have the name on it. Now it's not that. It's Michael Jordan name is on it and on there. But he know how to his brand is a brand, period. And at the end of the day, most of the people who in the NBA is Black. So they catering to him because if he pull out, then you know, one thing about the NBA and the little young boys, they're gonna come together. And as long as LeBron is there, they're gonna come together, and it ain't gonna be about, you know, turning your other cheek in like that. They gonna, if they say, hey, let's strike, they're gonna strike. Back in the days when they said let's scrap, they ain't had too many people do it. But now, these young kids, when they say, hey, let's scrap, hey, you might as well say close down. You know, because they stick together. If everybody in America can act like those boys in the NBA stick together, man, we wouldn't even have this issue of talking right now. I guarantee we wouldn't. You know, they would be looking in.
You're right. You know, because I said when they were passing that I call it an anti-Black history or minority history bill over here in Texas. I said if every minority and Jewish teacher would just say, I'm not teaching until that bill is repealed, you know, they would have no choice but to do it. Mm-hmm. But nobody came together and said it, you know. I mean, and here we are stuck with a bill that totally X's us out of every book, every history book. They even pulled Martin Luther King's name out of the books. Period.
Really?
Yeah. Let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all get tired of this? Do you get to a point, man, it weigh your ass out, man? It's like, wow, man, you get so frustrated that you just like, you know what? I don't even want to talk about it no more. You know what I'm saying? And you get angry. And then when you get angry, we just go home. Just go home and shut your door.
It's like, why we got to fight so much? So hard. Dang. Why we got to fight for everything? And then we watch the news and these people that we sent to Congress and our president in 19, whatever, 20, whatever. They're doing nothing that they promised. Yeah. You know, they're not addressing the things that we find reprehensible to us. You know, the policing bill, the voters' rights bill. I mean, we want you to address those things. I understand green space. Yeah, the green bill. But I want you to address the brown bill and the black bill first. Right. How about that?
Yeah.
Sorry, Jew. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, you get the rolling now. You know,
I'm just saying. You know, this is our news show.
Yeah, right. And this where I get it from.
Well, Byron Allen, I'm gonna tell you, if they don't let you buy Tenga. Julius, we appreciate you watching. Julius runs. Hey, Anthony Maven. We appreciate Julius runs incarceration to incorporation. He just gave me a call just now, right, on my phone. You know, I had to bust him out. I'm gonna bust you out on the air, Julius. He just called me on my phone just now. So what did that tell you? If he called me, that means he ain't watching the darn show. Right. Watch the show.
Yeah.
Share.
Yeah. Right.
We glad to have all y'all in here watching us. Hey, Robert Bryan, where you at? I sent you the everything. Tiffany, he put you there so he could fade the black sometime, I guess.
Yeah. He sent me the message. He told me. He said, chime in whenever you feel like chiming in. I was like, thanks, coach.
I know
it. Yeah, he's the coach. But our next subject, what was I saying something just now? Anyway, for Byron Allen, we hope that Byron Allen, if they don't let you buy Tenga, ATR is open and you can come and build this, brother.
Yeah. You can still, but doesn't Oprah have her own network?
Yeah.
Oprah has her own network.
She don't say. I mean, she only plays stuff, but she don't say much.
Yeah, the own network. But the only thing is, it's not as big as this, as this. What he's trying to do. Oprah don't have all these TV stations. Oprah just has a network where she
one network.
She got 2 or 3 shows or something like that, I think, on the own network out, and some other stuff that's re-ran and all. And she do movies that she put on her own network. But this is a broadcasting company. It's got 64 stations and everything. So that's why it costs so much.
Yeah, they might off him. If they can't find nothing. If they can't find somebody to say that he touched them or slid them a pill, he might not be here, in the next 15 months. I'm just saying. Yeah. Shit, y'all better watch for it.
The next Byron Allen, Anthony Maven say Byron Allen buying anything. Oh
yeah, he does have a white black people. He might Thomas, Clarence Thomas.
No.
He might be Clarence Thomas. Yeah.
Hey, I know he was married.
Well, I knew.
I didn't know he was married either.
Yeah, Byron's been married to that same white wife. She ain't all that attractive. She looked like a Karen.
Now what y'all say? But no, you let them talk about me like that.
Hey, I know you was coming to defend yourself.
Hey, look here. Look, I can't tell too much, but part of what I do is handle bias. And so we got a bias incident I got to go respond to. But Bernard, I said, Bernard ain't going to say nothing. That's okay. I'm going to get you. Look, I'm going to call. I can't tell all that. You can give me 5. I love my check.
Okay. So it's a real incident.
Yeah, it's a very, very serious one. So we have a team. We have a team that responds, but I'm a little fool, so I don't mind throwing hands if I have to. So
I like you.
I said, y'all sit on back. Tiffany, no, I don't mind swinging now.
I like you.
Hey, don't let none of them students get the best of you now.
Look here, I'm 43 and full. Don't play with me.
Don't let them students get the best of you. Dominique joins us now. Hey,
come on,
everybody. How y'all doing?
All right.
Dominique is on to tell us about Poetry Slam before we get to our next subject. We're going to jump to her. She was number 5 on my list, but we're going to jump to her now, and we're going to let her tell about the Poetry Slam. It's a Poetry Slam or what is it?
All right, so we're having 2 events coming up, and they're going to both be held at the Beach Institute, which is the African American Cultural Center. It's located on Harris Street. I think the exact address is 502 East Harris Street.
I think it's Heritage. Is Heritage or Harris?
Harris, yes.
Harris? Oh,
yes.
Okay. Okay, yeah, Harris.
Yes, it's right across from Beasley Park. But it's a beautiful location, and it's a little hidden gem because not a lot of people know about it. But the Beach Institute has a lot of artwork inside of there. It's a nice exhibit, and they have a lot of history about African American history, especially in Savannah. So it's a really great location. And tomorrow, Thursday, we're going to be having an event. I'm going to be hosting a little networking poetry night. So it's going to be an open mic, and artists are going to come out, get on the mic, music artists and poets, spoken word poets, and people can network. It's going to be food, music, a DJ. It's going to be a good time. And then on November 19th, so in about a month, we're going to have a showcase, and it's going to be like a concert series. So we're going to actually have showcase performers, spoken word poets throughout the community and musical artists, and they're going to be on a lineup, and it's going to be a whole show. You can buy tickets, and you can come out and support. And some of the proceeds are going to go towards supporting the Beach Institute. because we really want to bring people to this place because it's such an amazing place. A lot of more people should know about it. So, yeah.
Cool. Are you a poet?
I am. I'm a spoken word poet. Yes, ma'am.
Cool. Spit something.
Oh, wow. You know, like that.
Why would you ask if you're a poet?
Okay.
That's that 1980 terminology.
Okay. I'll share my poem, Black Coffee. That's one of my favorites.
In 3/4 of a mile, keep left to Calhoun Memorial Highway.
You just said.
Somebody pause.
Like
Somebody
gonna get lost.
Right. Okay. I met this guy on a dating app. He told me he don't like his coffee black. I said, well, I don't like my men on crack, and you must be on crack, or your brain must be the size of a Tic Tac if you don't recognize the beauty in my black. Oh, no, you don't offend me. It took years for me to love the soul within me. This color was painted on my skin. Gold glistens from within. I wear this curly crown, and you ain't gonna catch me frowning. I can smell toxic from a mile away, so this big nose of mine is here to stay, and these thick thighs ain't come to play. They saving lives every day. When I walk away, you see all that shade thicker than your birthday cake, so yeah, I'ma celebrate all that is black. But let me state this fact. I don't like guys that fetishize me. You go on Pornhub and search ebony, then expect me to get down on my knees because you saw a version of me degraded on screen. Well, baby, not this black queen. Don't touch me like I'm an experiment. There's more to me than my appearance. I am the dream and the hope of the slaves, said Maya Angelou back in the day. I'm living a dream they never got to see. I'm flipping pages they never got to read. I'm reaping from things they never got to eat. Baby, I come from notoriety. Kings and queens and shots fighting battles, boycotting and causing rattles, marching through the street because ain't nobody gonna tell them they can't speak, honey. I got more strength in me than you think. Passed on a generation line. My ancestors did daytime so that we would have the limelight to shine. So I grace myself with pride. Grateful I'm still alive. I walk around with my head held high because my limit surpasses the sky. Not worried about trying to impress you because you're not my type of guy. You the type to judge others and wasting my time. So get you a girl that falls more in line with the perfect criteria you got in your mind. But baby, fall back because you know black don't crack and I'm going to take my coffee black. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Well, see, the people know that that's what they got coming if they come tomorrow night. What are the ticket prices? You got ticket prices tomorrow?
Yes. So $10. Tomorrow free. Tomorrow we actually decided to make free. It's just a network event, open mic. But the one on November 19th is going to be $10 for tickets.
Oh, y'all gonna have tickets tomorrow for the 19th?
We won't have them ready, but they're gonna go online like really soon, and you can.
Okay, we'll let you come back to let us know that what it is. Maybe Bernard will be in town, so we and him can come together or something. You know.
Yes. Come back, Dominique. I love.
Dominique.
I am a poet, and I love your poetry.
Thank you so much.
Uplifting. Oh my God.
What do you say, Bernard?
Dominique, girl.
Jules.
Girl, you did it all the way
down. Thank you so much.
And Jules.
Yeah.
I got an attitude because she was talking about the black man.
No. She was talking about the black woman. She was talking about the greatness of the black woman.
Yeah. Well, hey, you know, Dominique, I spit a little something also, you know.
Ooh.
Yeah. Go ahead, spit something.
Go ahead, spit something.
I've been spitting since I was 17 years old. I've been writing all this stuff all my life. I got a book coming out, a book of poetry coming out, probably in the next 6 to 8 months that I'll be finished with it. It's all of my poems are written. I just got to put it in book format. I wrote one back in 1991, December the 4th, 1991, called Stand Up Black People. Now, you know, I would come. I mean, you all are so talented these days. You know, back me and Langston Hughes, we couldn't touch none of you kids because y'all are bad. Y'all just bad. You know, we just wrote what we felt. Y'all just y'all write from
No, we all get inspiration. It's an inspirational line.
So let me do stand up black people. All my stuff will be available. How Flash says it on the 5 Heartbeats. All my stuff will be available. You can get it all.
You need to go. You need to go and listen to them, and you need to go up to that open mic, man.
Yes.
Well, okay. Well,
don't be scared.
I am going to do stand up black people for you all.
Yes.
It won't be in the rhythmic tone that Dominique just did it in. I just write. I don't rehearse it after I write. She's a song. She sings too. So I'm making my excuse because I don't want her to just outshine me tonight. My show.
Just let it flow.
Let your own show flow. Go.
Let it flow.
Okay. Stand up black people. They chained us up and beat us with their whips. They held auctions and sold us into slave ships. We called them master and sometimes boss. They taught us their language and our heritage we lost. They hid the Bible and every other book. We were only allowed to work for them and cook. They decided to give us a few civil rights. It was fine in the daytime, but they wore sheets at night. We started to speak up against this evil man. People started to listen, so he developed another plan. He made new laws and rearranged the courts, but we couldn't file a charge, not even a tort. Along came a man we all know as King. Hoover took his life with a bullet's ring. About the same time, there was a president named Kennedy. He talked the truth and received the death penalty. 20 years later, we moved into a new era. Reagan and Bush became the new pharaohs. Just sit back and look from side to side. Their plan is for you, and you cannot hide. They used to call you boy just for fun until they replaced the boy and gave you a gun. They used to hang you from a tree by a rope until they replaced that with a powder they called dope. So wake up, black people, and smell what's cooking before the next thing you know is you they're booking. So stop looking for that 4-leaf clover. They can't ride your back if you not bending over. But
for real. Stand up.
All right, yeah.
I got a whole book of poetry that I wrote.
All
right.
That's 1991. I got do all my stuff.
Touchdown.
There you go. All right. There you go. Don't touch him.
Yeah.
Dominique, I really wish that I was in town so that I could come and support you guys, but I won't be there until December. But if you guys are having anything in December, please reach out to me.
It's gonna be a reoccurring event. So November is gonna be the first one, but we're gonna have one once a month. So it's gonna be reoccurring, and we will have. We're gonna try to have one in December. It might get a little busy because it's so holidays, but definitely gonna be one in January as well.
Okay. Dom, one of the things that I was trying to do on this program, because we want to bring from ATR perspective, we want to bring everybody in for an array of different things for people. And maybe one of the things that I talked about with my other partners was a book club, and to have a book club. And that's one of the things that we might can get into, because poetry, we could probably highlight different poets, different writers, also. So, you and I talk, and maybe you can get to be the host of that or something,
And let me add this. I can't see your name. Is it Dominic? I can't see. I can't see him.
Yeah.
Do you know Akeem Michaels? Akeem Michaels, he does your information. Julius, give me her information. I want to link her up with Akeem. That's Kareem's brother, Kareem and Michael. So Akeem does that work as well, and I think y'all would be a great pair to kind of vibe together on that.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So Dominique, you got the platform to do what you need to do. Dominique used to be used to host a show on this platform when we first started. when we first started from here. She used to have her and Sardacia and Don used to do Let's Talk About It.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, they had a little TV show.
That's why we're kindred, because that is actually I used to watch you guys because that is actually the title of my new book that I've been working on for like a year.
Wow, that's amazing.
Awesome.
I love
awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome. So that's Thursday, tomorrow at the
Beach Institute.
At the Beach Institute. Tell everybody about it again before you leave.
All right. It starts at 8:30 p.m. Doors open at 8, and it's going to be a networking event and an open mic. So people are welcome to come in early. You can definitely sign up, but we'll probably keep the sign-ups open for a while. Just free to come in, hop on the mic, and network with all the different talented artists around Savannah.
All right, now I'll be there. Y'all I'm just a little older than all y'all now, so I'm gonna try to come.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to be there.
Thank you so much.
Me and Bernard gonna try to be there on November 19th too.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on the mic too.
Yeah.
And when Bernard comes, I'll drink some Bernard. So hey, don't touch me.
That's right. You come on.
I only drink a little bit. I don't drink a lot.
I have a different kind, but hey, I'm gonna get on the mic too.
Now I go deep too. Now I go deep. I just don't have time on this show to do it. So Dominique, I need you to work with me on let's get in this book club together so we can start doing this poetry, because I write on social issues and love and religion. I write on those three things mostly. I have in this book it's about 90 different poems that I've written since high school.
What? And you haven't published? Publish that stuff.
Yeah, I got it right here. I need a publisher. I need some. You come on, Dr.
Carl Miller, right there.
Carl was working with me. Carl gets lost all the time.
Oh, geez, we gonna stop it there. Y'all, hey.
Yep, he does.
Carl get lost all the time. You work with Carl for a whole month, then Carl get lost and don't know where Carl at for a whole 2-3 weeks. So, I got time now since I won't be in the mayor's run. I got time to do what I'm doing and to finish my first. I'm gonna write 3 books in the next 6 months, and that's a promise. One is already written. I just can't release it yet, and the other 2 are on the way. So anyway, Dominique, we appreciate you coming in and telling us about Poetry Slam and coming out for the meet and greet. It's free tomorrow night at the Beach Institute. And what time is it?
8:30.
8:30
until 10:30.
8:30 to 10:30 Thursday night. That's tomorrow night. Beach Institute. Go by. It's free. Go there and meet these young talented people.
Free.
You got food in there?
There's gonna be food, pizza, and
snacks. Lord.
Yes.
Be there.
Come. Yes.
Free food. Come on by and support these young people and see the talent that they have. And if you got any, come put it on display it yourself. And we appreciate you, Dominique. And you just come back and every week that you got something, and we'll give you that 10 minutes to do what you got to do. And Robert, get you on the Watchdogs down there and talk with you too, because we want to talk to the young people, because y'all are our future leaders anyway, and we can't do this forever like the ones that are in office now trying to do it. Anyway, I didn't mean to throw no shot.
You blessed me, Dominique, girl. You are awesome. You are awesome. And I wish I was.
Hey, Julie, did she run campaigns?
Yes.
Dominique, I'm gonna listen to this over again just to hear this.
Yes.
To hear this again.
Thank you.
Hey,
Robert was saying something.
Julie, does she run? Can she run a campaign? you know where I'm going with this, and we might have a job for you. Just hold tight.
All right.
Yeah.
Now don't pay much.
He done ran into
a bad
A
area.
dead spot.
bad area, dead spot.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to this again just to hear your spit, man. I'm glad I asked for it.
Awesome.
If she didn't, I was definitely going to ask for it. Girl, you did that. Yes, you did. Look at Robert.
No, I don't know what's wrong with my connection. No, not yes, yeah. And I'm flying down the highway because I don't need to see the escalate. Let's just say. But anyway, you did beautiful.
I don't know where you at, but you better slow down. You know them doggone police officers are petty in Georgia. In fact, I got a damn ticket to pay leaving out of Georgia.
Wow.
Let me tell you, I gotta tell my daddy, I got a legal team. I don't have a lawyer. I got a legal team. I don't play like that.
Well, can you handle this dog? I always get tickets only in Georgia. Only in Georgia.
Yeah, it's a ticket capital of the country. Georgia.
That's Fort Wentworth. Fort Wentworth, you get 5 tickets in a day.
Yeah, they somebody came to my house 2 times in their whole life. Each time they left, they got a ticket. Ain't that so? And they weren't profiling them because they were just sitting up on the highway. They just stopped them. Anyway, Dominique, thank you. And we'll see you on Thursday. I'm hoping that I can make it, and we'll see what we got going on, and we'll support you. Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Y'all have
It was nice to meet you, Dominique.
Nice to meet all of y'all too.
All right.
Bye.
Okay. Our next subject is y'all favorite person, the Donald. The Donald is still disrespectful.
That's
He
Big Man.
is such a freaking hater.
That's Big Man. We're Big Man. We're going to argue about this one.
Why is he such a damn hater? I'm talking about no matter what, he's always going to put some shade on it. He's always going to put some shade on it. Yeah. I mean, couldn't he just say, rest in peace, I mean, to Colin Powell?
Yeah.
Why did he have to add in, he's made many mistakes? Bitch, you made many mistakes.
Bitch.
Woo!
Yeah. Why? That just pissed me off.
Yeah. He don't know how to stop. He has no mute button. He has no high or low. He just go nasty all the time because he's a dirty, no good man. Anybody that looks at Donald Trump and is proud is anybody that looks at Donald Trump and proud. Tiffany, you on a different one now? Okay, okay, we'll take the other one out.
Yeah, twin.
I know.
You know what? I was just like, what the hell? Okay.
Twin.
Yeah. So anybody that looks at Donald Trump and say that they're proud has got to be a sick individual. If you can look at Donald Trump and say that you're proud that he was the president, you are sick. If you're proud that Donald Trump even is breathing, you are really sick. Donald Trump is a disgrace and a coward and a whole lot of other things that I don't even want to say. Yeah. He's still insulting people. He's very disrespectful. What say you?
I say he's depressed. I say because only a person that's dealing with isolation, like mentally, and not having, because it's easy to put on a facade like you got it all together. But I think deep down, Donald Trump is just a desolate individual. Like he's just, to be able to rattle so many cages as far as racism go, just to stand back and smile at what you've done, that it's I don't know.
The bad part about it, everybody calls him smart, and I don't think he's that smart because if he was that smart.
Who calls him smart? How many people called him smart?
Some people
It's
thought.
easy.
Some people
if
think
you're ignorant, it's easy to call somebody else smart just because
he
they
could
got
have.
it.
He got 71 million people to vote for him when he could have really harnessed that into something real powerful, but he didn't know how to do it. So he figured that he would go the hate route. And the guy's a real hater. He is. He hates anybody that's doing better than him, and anybody that's not thinking exactly like he is.
Yeah.
Donald Trump is some trash.
He's been president for 4 years, and I think I've been in Facebook jail probably about 100 times talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So he is a gut. I call him gutless Trump. He is a gutless man. He got low self-esteem. He always want to be a center of attention, and he want to take that attention from Colin to bring it to him, and he did, because you know what, we're talking about it. You know,
You're right.
And that man is a sick man, and he need help, and that's all I'm gonna say, because I don't even want to get put. That's all I'm gonna say. That's what.
Well, he's using presidential privilege to try to block the January 6th committee from getting his papers, so they could look at and all the records and everything, so they could see exactly what went on that day when he instigated that riot. So he is a gutless idiot, and that's what he is.
Yeah, that's exactly what he is.
That's not going to work. And on to Tiffany's point of being depressed, Tiffany, I don't really buy that, even though he's something. He has some type of mental illness, for sure. But I have in the last probably month dealt with solidly depression, but there's no way that I would try to belittle or hurt somebody because I'm dealing with depression, So what he deals with, because this is him in his normal, this is him for the last 50, 60 years, he hadn't been dealing with depression all this time. This is just who he is and how he was raised. I don't know who these sick individuals were that he was raised by. And that's who we need to look back at. Who raised him? I mean, to be this individual that he is, that he can never give anybody a true compliment. His wife even hates him. His wife hates him. Secretly, all she wanted was the money, but she didn't sign up for this old nasty man. She didn't sign up for that.
Yeah.
She just wanted his money. And then she had that baby just so she can solidify the deal and she wouldn't get deported. That was it. But she didn't want him.
Well, he got a lot of people in trouble. We don't know whether he'll eventually be held accountable. He's trying to run in 2024. That keeps the pressure off of the people trying to file a charge on him. But Steve Bannon is in contempt of Congress now. So Steve Bannon used to be his good friend until he started calling him Sleepy Steve. Is in trouble now. Steve Bannon is in contempt of Congress, and they probably be putting him in jail after a while.
Y'all ever notice that everybody that stands up for him
goes down?
Don't stand up for, and they go down.
Yeah.
Y'all notice that?
Yeah. That man is a pitiful, pitiful sight, and anybody that must support him or go with him in the same boat. They are evil. He's an evil man. Period.
All right.
I wouldn't have a friend that everybody around them going to prison.
Yeah. So that mean what's he telling on his friends? Shit.
Shit. I mean,
Julius,
Julius, I love you to death, but if everybody around you going to prison, me and you ain't hanging no more.
Hey, Trump told on R. Kelly.
Cute. So,
and you see what happened to the other man?
Secretly giving them all up.
Yeah, you see that man? I ain't gonna call him name.
Comment.
He got in the jail cell.
Donald Trump, he's some garbage, and I'm tired of him. Next thing, sports break. Now we're gonna have some conversation here. So we got a number of things to talk about on this subject. Kyrie Irving is not taking the shot, so the team is not letting him play, period. In New York, he can't even be in New York anyway without and enter into a building without having the COVID shot. So Kyrie Irving, and he say he's taking a stand for everybody else out here who they're firing off their jobs and everything. He's taking that stand for them, and he's gonna take that stand. But Kyrie Irving how much money he make a year, Bernard? About $10 million a year more?
19 million.
Yeah.
19 million a year. I'm not standing up for y'all too much for 19 million.
No. This is the point that I don't like. He is still getting paid his full salary while he's sitting his ass at home.
Yeah, because it's guaranteed money. Guaranteed. Yeah. The only way to get him, if they look at his contract and his contract say, breach agreement or something like that.
Yeah.
So
they're not punishing him.
Yeah.
They're not punishing him. If you could sit at home, Julius, and make your full salary.
Yeah.
How they punishing you?
Well, I'm sure that future contracts, they didn't think about something like this pandemic when they was writing them 20 and 30 years ago. But I'm sure that contracts in the future will have this clause in it. Believe me.
Yeah.
They will not. They will have this clause in case of a pandemic or something, and a player doesn't want to do something. I guarantee you it'll be in the rest of them.
Natalie, I believe that he should be punished because he is not thinking about his team. Because getting this COVID shot is not, it's about you, but it's also about your team. It's also about the people next to you. So, I work at NASA, and it's a federal company. I have the right not to get the shot, but also I have the right not to work. Yeah. So if I don't want to work for my company, I don't get the shot, and I don't I don't upload my vaccination by December the 8th.
But you know what? If you look at it, he's not taking the shot, and he's making a stand. But if you go right deep into the Nets organization, they really want him out. James Harden want him out. Kevin Durant want him out. They trying to trade him. Everywhere he go, is always some issue with the little fella. Everywhere. If it ain't the shot, if it ain't something else, he want to be more. He's trying to be Malcolm Farrakhan. If what you want to do,
if you want to,
then you need to go ahead and take banks.
I know a little about this topic.
He do a lot of things for the black community. He do a lot, but New Jersey and the owner, they already trying to make a trade to just, hey, Let's move on with him. Let's move away. Boston Celtic, let's move away. Cleveland Cavalier, let's move away. Now New Jersey, let's move away. And eventually gonna move his ass right on out the NBA. Because Bernard Brown move his ass away because I don't even like the dude, but he works my nerve. So at the end of the day.
Well, we got a young producer. You know, I got 3 producers here tonight. The 4th one, I don't know where she at. I think she got a boyfriend. She never come back. Crystal, if you out there listening, yeah, I'm talking about you. I don't know where Crystal at, even though she did the show the other night, the other day. We got a young one of our producers, and he wants to chime in on this.
Oh, okay.
So, come on in and chime in and tell us what you think, Emmanuel.
Can you handle the water? Can you handle the water?
Hello, y'all.
What's up, Emmanuel? That striped shirt. This is the striped.
Okay. How y'all doing today?
I'll be fine.
Good.
Can you hear me?
Good.
Okay. Hello.
Mute yourself, Julius, if he's in there with you.
I did.
Okay. But I mean, I was mainly agreeing with Miss Chandra. You know, it gets to a point where it's more about, more than you at this point, and there's no punishment for you sitting at home. I'm pretty sure a bunch of his teammates didn't want to take the vaccine. There's a lot of people that didn't want to take the vaccine, but it got to a point where it's bigger than you. Like you said, he's getting paid $19 million. It's not the NFL, it's guaranteed. A lot of people in the NFL, for example, they don't want to take the vaccine, but they don't have a guaranteed contract. They don't have the liberty to go home and just say, okay, I'm still going to get paid this $19 million. They have to get that vaccine and still play, even though they don't want to. So, and like Mr. Bernard said, each play this man has been, it's some type of problem. It's some type of problem, some type of issue. He's not consistent with anything. Even initially, when they wanted to do the whole bubble thing, the NBA was going about so many different ways about it, trying to make sure everything was safe, but he ended up causing a whole big dilemma. And guess what this man does? A week into the bubble, a safe environment that they said, okay, this is going to be for players, it's going to be safe. This man, a week after he said, oh, this is not safe, all this complaining, he gets caught in the club with his sister in New York. Yeah. A place that is heavily. So which side are you on? Are you trying to keep the players safe? Are you just for yourself, or are you just trying to make it seem like you're for a bigger cause to get people on your side? He's never consistent with anything, he's about. Even when it comes with black people, he swears he's for black people or whatever, but it just flips, wishy-washy. It's never consistent. You can never know, okay, this man is going to be this way each time. It's always something, all the time. So with me, I feel like there should be some type of punishment. In a situation like this, I'm pretty sure they can find a way to say,
Right.
Okay. So
yeah, which is true, but I mean, it's almost like a moral thing. It gets to a point where it's kind of like a moral thing. You're leaving your teammates out there. You're one of these people. They put so much money in you. If you want to look at it, there are people that lost their jobs so you could come to this team, and you're just it's a slap in the face. There are some people that they don't care about winning the championship. Their kids' favorite player is Kyrie Irving. They just want to make their kid happy. You don't know how many people have bought tickets, and you've just taken that away from people just because you have the liberty not to work. You're going to be fine. You're guaranteed. So I think it's just it's selfish.
Yeah. Right. And I'm a person that works with contracts every day. And this is going to show the NBA, 4 times coming up, that certain things should be put into the clauses, and the clause should be that, if we mandate something going down the line, and this comes to a vote, and it becomes a mandate, and you do not accept the mandate, you will exclude your pay. Mm-hmm. So those should be some of the clauses in your contract. But these are some of the things that, Julius, they didn't foresee the pandemic happening probably before his contract got signed, but in the future they will. Yeah. Before they guarantee somebody $19 million to sit at their house and twiddle their thumbs and watch their teammates play and still get paid.
Yeah. And one thing that really, get with me is that you got to watch us as Black folks. We got to watch who we follow and what bandwagon we jump on. You know what I'm saying? You jump on the wrong person bandwagon. You know what I'm saying? I would never jump on Kyrie bandwagon, because if I'm in a foxhole and I know I got to fight myself out and I need some help, he ain't gonna help me. He gonna jump out the damn hole and leave me there. And that's how he is. So y'all watch. You got to watch. You got to study. Like I always say, watch who you vote for, and you got to see the background of this guy. Okay, he loved the publicity. At the end of the day, okay, he's not gonna support you. Whatever you say, I understand.
I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna say it like this. Somebody just made a comment. What was it? So if they mandate that you have to stand for the national anthem, they can't play.
That's difference is freedom of speech. They can't mandate that.
Right.
That's
the difference is, but the thing is, the difference is, one is life and death. The other one is just freedom of speech. Freedom of expression. You're talking about life and death. People are dying from this. Ain't nobody dying because of the national anthem.
Yeah,
they're dying,
and they cannot override the Constitution.
And I agree with whatever anybody wants to do. This is America. You do what you want to do. You have a chance to stand up and protest against anything, but there are certain conditions to everything. And if Kyrie wants to sit out and he doesn't want to take the shot, that's Kyrie. That's what he wants to do. But you're all the difference in these two things is life and death.
First of all, they have mandated health care ever since I was in kindergarten, because they mandate that we take polio, chickenpox, and
measles.
Whatever another shot is.
You gotta take what's that little thing where you take the little shot you take in your finger?
Whatever it is, we have to take it before we are admitted to anybody's public school. That is mandated. And if you work in health care, you are mandated to take a TB test. Right. You are mandated to take a tetanus shot. You are mandated to have all of your vaccinations up to date before you can work in public health.
Okay. They're actually saying now you have to be up to date.
Natalie, I am correct, because I have worked in public health all my life until I started working at NASA, because I used to be over the public health for the state of Georgia.
Well,
at the state of Georgia level.
Well,
I was the director of public health.
She's correct in the fact that you don't have to take it, but you won't have a job.
Yeah.
You don't have to take it.
I was the director of
you don't have to
services.
take it. You don't have to take it, but you will not be permitted to go to school.
Yeah.
I had to stay out of school for a whole 6 months in New Jersey. When my mom took us to New Jersey, we moved to New Jersey because the shot records from Georgia had to get to New Jersey before they let me in school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was the director of hospital services for all of Georgia. So I know what the mandates are. So before you can get in, you have to have those. So I don't know what all of this uproar is, and I don't know what all these nurses are talking about. They don't want to do this and they don't want to do that, when there were certain things that they had to have before they were able to get that job. Yeah, it's their choice. But in order to get that job, see, Georgia and most other states are at-will states, so you don't have to work there. Ain't nobody holding no guns,
That's right to work sounds like it's really right to work, but right to work is not for the worker. It's for the employer.
If they tell you that there's certain things that you have to have, just like in order to get on that port, you got to have a TWIC card. If you don't have a TWIC card, you ain't getting on that port. I don't care who you say you know.
That's right.
I don't care if you say I don't care if you say my mama is right or around the corner.
Oh.
They tell you, hey, if you don't have a TWIC card, you can't get on the port. Period.
Yeah.
Dot.
It's mandated. Anyway, we got two other things on this subject. Cowboys. The Cowboys look gangster. All y'all Cowboy fans out there, y'all just hold your breath 1 minute until I call you. Just hold your breath 1 minute. If you're a Cowboy,
they celebrating, ain't they?
Hey,
yeah,
but you know what? It's still
that was a
early.
good game.
It's still early, and wait till the playoff come. I always tell, wait till the playoff come. Just like Georgia 7-0. Wait till the bowl come, and then we'll talk. I mean, everybody having a little hot ride. Dallas having a little hot ride. They're riding, but we'll see.
Well, they need to quit, Natalie.
No, they ain't got to quit. They're gonna get fired.
Yeah. They can put in their resignation.
Yeah. But anyway, we're on another subject. The Atlanta Braves. They up 2-1. They had the Dodgers fit to go up 3-1, 3-0. Last night they was up 5-2 in the 8th inning, and let the man hit a 3-run homer and tied it up. Then the people won the game. Man, I tell you, they was.
But how about Houston? How about that Houston?
Y'all in it?
In the ninth inning.
I just keep up with the Braves. I don't know nothing about the Houston.
Really? The Astros was down. We pulled it out in the 9th inning. We ran 6. We were down. Y'all better look at the reruns.
Well, the Braves let the Dodgers do the same thing.
What?
Yeah.
We got this tied 4-4. 4-4.
Yeah, we don't need the Dodgers and the Astros in the World Series again.
Yeah,
we don't need that. Anyway,
I'm gonna tell you, if the Dodgers play the Braves, it's gonna be a battle.
The Dodgers and the Braves playing now.
Yeah.
No, if the Astros and the Braves play, it's gonna be a battle. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, we'll cut that ad. We'll beat you. Yeah,
boy, y'all gonna be.
We got our next subject is other news, celebrity and other issues. We got a cat that caught COVID.
What?
Did the cat catch the COVID from a mouse?
What?
Did the cat catch the COVID from a mouse? You know, they got a cat. The cat caught COVID.
Well, dogs are catching. Dogs are carrying and catching COVID.
Yeah, see, all y'all be right here kissing them dogs and letting the dog lick your face and shit. Oh, what's wrong with y'all? You know damn well a dog couldn't even be in our house when we was little. Dogs slept outside in the backyard.
No.
Y'all got these domesticated dogs now.
No, Noah's too bougie for that. She can't sleep outside.
All the dog lovers will probably give me a call tomorrow.
They upping it now.
What?
Shit.
Flavor Flav was arrested for domestic.
Yeah. Who his girlfriend?
I know.
I want to know who is dating Flavor Flav Black Ass.
I'm sure he had some money, so somebody.
They say he in Athens, Tiffany.
I don't know.
You know what? Flavor Flav so ugly that no amount of money could buy.
Flavor Flav.
I remember Flavor got a lot of kids.
Flavor,
you know what?
You seen him on the Flavor of Love.
I know it.
But that was only a white woman land. That was only a white woman land.
They say a COVID had a picture, Flavor Flav picture.
You know what? We need to move on to this next subject because this was sick. Over there in Philly, passengers were so busy recording a rape on a train that nobody called the damn police.
Yeah.
I mean, where have we come to, people? What have we come to? That we're so busy recording stuff for social media that we can't be human anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I saw it on the news, I think this morning, and this woman was being, for 1 hour. I don't know where they were going. Julius, do you know where they were going? They were on the train for 1 hour, and the dude was, touching her and all kind of stuff. And then he proceeded, and everybody was recording it. And then he proceeded to just take off his unrobe and rape her. And they were still recording it.
Yeah. Yeah.
The fuck?
And they're thinking about charging them.
They should be
charged.
They need to.
Yeah,
everybody.
On that cell phone. You should be ashamed.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
As many phones that was out, y'all could have all jumped on this man.
Yeah. Or somebody could have used their phone to call some damn guy. How about that?
Yeah.
Well, once they got to the station, he was still doing whatever happened, and the guy arrested him. But none of the people that were taping. What
was the damn woman doing? Why didn't she get up?
I guess, the guy must have overpowered her. But if you look at the guy's name, he was a foreigner. Sound like he got a Vietnamese name.
I wouldn't give a fuck.
So
I'm gonna beat the shit out of him right there. Oh, I'm sorry.
Please.
You
really got the.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry to all the pastors.
Yeah, this ain't America at the Dog.
I'm sorry.
Damn, Drew. Why you always got to blame that show?
No, that's the good show.
Watching.
That's the show. That's the show that you can watch. That you can
but I'm
outraged. You got to be careful.
That's why I put Chandra X tonight.
Yeah.
I'm outraged.
Yeah.
And y'all should be outraged. You got a show
coming up that you could be able to express your outrage on, and you could do what you want to do on that show. On this one here, you have to watch your language.
All right.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it sometime, but
you know what?
You get a little
what? These pastors curse a lot in their damn households too.
Okay, but they ain't cussing right now for the world to see.
Their daughters and their sons. I promise you that.
They're not cut. We just mute you. We're gonna do you like we do Charlie. Bernard. She booted.
She muted. MOOTED. Mute.
Yeah. Booted.
That's that pizza. That's that pizza coming out.
Meek Mill said, "Ask Kurt Franklin."
Kurt Franklin is the exception, I believe. But what was I saying before you really interrupted me? I can't even get. Oh, but those passengers, they're looking at wanting to charge them, but the district attorney, the attorney general of Philadelphia, of Pennsylvania, says that he don't think that he'll be able to charge them. Yes, wow. Natalie, you're right. They could have pulled the emergency brake. You're absolutely correct. But they all could have also jumped on the man because I'm sure he was little. And I was saying he was Vietnamese for a reason. Most of them are little. And they probably could have overpowered the man. I like to see him. I haven't seen a picture of him or anything, but I saw his name in there in the paper. And I was wondering, who the hell is the woman that she couldn't have whipped his butt?
Yeah, and did he have a weapon or something, Julius? Did they say
I don't know. The only problem I see that in defense of the people was if they jumped in to try to help the woman and then get killed because the guy got a gun on him or something. Then you just say, you pulled that mind your darn business.
Well, first of all, he had his thing in his hand probably at the time. They didn't.
They could have jumped on him.
They could have jumped on him.
They could have knocked
him out. He
was
distracted. He was distracted.
Yeah. Well, our last 30 minutes is going to be a hot subject. Y'all call your people and tell them to tune in. Y'all share. We got a couple of pastors on here. I know that y'all going to tune in because this is the show and this is what we're going to be talking about. We got more comments in the private chat than I do in the comments. But this is about to get hot and I want y'all to be ready. Because this is about to get hot, and the role.
I don't think that people care as much these days
about what?
About anything, about people, about anything. They just don't care. You know, as long as they can post something and get some likes and get some views, that's what they do. You know, it's all about the social media of it all. But it should be about the compassion of it all. You know, I couldn't see my fellow man being raped and be more concerned about videoing it than about stopping it.
Mm-hmm. But we see it every day. We see it whether it's in schools. You can on social media, a child is getting jumped by, 2 or 3 other students, and there's a crowd around, and they all have their cell phones out, or in a park. It's so common now that most people's instincts, instead of pulling out their phone for help, is to record.
You're absolutely correct, Tiffany, because Bernard, back in the day, what we would have did, we'd have stopped it.
Yeah.
They would have got a few blows off or fall or something, but what we'd have did, we'd have jumped in and broke it up.
I feel like they could have used their phone to knock him upside his head.
Yeah. Or if it was one of my girls, I was coming in to stomp it out. You know.
Yeah, if I saw a stranger getting hurt, though, I mean, as long as, he didn't have like a visible gun, like, oh my God, she's being held at knife point or gun point, I'll be cautious of how I move. But if he's just over there raping her and she's just terrified, then y'all.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all.
Yeah. Everything right now, everything to people is a show. It's a show, and they want, as soon as they get it, they're gonna go put it on Facebook or Instagram. It's a show. They don't people care about people no more. They don't.
TikTok and what's the other one that used to be the the first one, World Star.
World Star, yeah.
Do it for the gram. Do it for the star. Do it for, I mean, come on, people. I mean, if this was your grandmother, think about it. If this was your mother, think about it.
Well, 27 minutes of uninterrupted funk is about to come your way, because at 1 hour and 58 minutes we will be ending, because we will not go over 2 hours. So we're at 1 hour and 30 minutes right now. So we got 28 minutes, and this subject is going to touch a lot of people. That's why we saved it to last. So let's go with it.
You don't want us to talk about this shit.
See, there you go again. There you go again. You got to mute
myself.
Yeah, mute yourself.
Let me find the button.
The role of the Black church in today's world. The role of the Black church in today's world. What is the role? I'm trying to figure it out. I really am, because we as a people, as Black people, we are the marginalized, we are the underserved, we are the left behind, we are all those things at the bottom. But we have more damn churches than any race on this planet. We got some corners where you got 4 churches, one on every corner, and they all Black. But we are the worst, in the worst condition. I need some help with some answers. I really do. What now? Let's say, what should it be, or what is it actually? What is it actually is? Whatever that is. But y'all talk to me about this. Before I just lose my mind, because I'm trying to figure it out. We should be, if we're that close to God with all these churches, then shouldn't we be in better condition?
Mm-hmm.
We should be.
I think a lot of churches popping up like this has a lot to do with the ego of certain individuals, because I feel like everyone has a certain discernment, but that doesn't naturally mean that you go and open up a church just because he saved you and you got saved in prison, or you experienced a life-altering situation. It calls you now to preach the gospel, because I mean, you can better serve than be served, like Jesus served. I think it's about ego to me. It seems like ego. It's more about the tithes and offering than it is actually about the word, because a lot of pastors and orators don't even take their message into their communities. A lot of pastors see that their communities is going under and have to ride through that community to get to their church, but won't even pour into that community. No outreach services, no food drives, just pay your tithe and receive the glory of God.
Well, I'm gonna do a sidebar really quickly. Said mayor in Savannah applied for and got a PPE loan. Okay. And I don't know why he did that, but he got it under the auspice of he is a band. And I'm thinking because he plays for many churches in Savannah.
Oh, so you're gonna tie it in. I was wondering how that ties
now,
in.
Yeah, I'm tying it in. Okay. So, and I'm gonna go back to Creflo Dollar was the one that messed this whole thing up. I'm going all the way back to this prosperity church thing. Okay. This is when all these churches started popping up on every corner when we started this prosperity church, because every church wanted to have their own church and rake in the dollars because Creflo Dollar and his wife said we all should be prosperous. And they were all looking for $1, you know. And you're right, Tiffany. None of them give back to the communities that they preach in. And all of them, when somebody come to them, a single woman, battered woman, whatever, you know what they tell them? I'm going to pray for you, sis. Really? Really? They do nothing. They do nothing. They are worthless. And none of them are like the Martin Luther Kings of old. None of them are willing to die because they don't believe in nothing. Really, they don't stand for anything. You know, none of them stand for anything. Martin Luther King stood for something. He stood for something, and he was willing to die for what he believed. But how many of those people, how many of those pastors down in Savannah can you say stand for anything? So you don't even know what they would die for.
Well, we have approximately 900 churches in Chatham County. 900 churches. 900 churches. That's absurd. And I know the pastors out there probably saying, no, well, we gon', you know, it doesn't matter if one person there. Yeah, it matters.
It does.
It's your ego. Y'all need to close those little churches, join them all together, and have more power together.
Exactly. Because when it's only you and your cousin and 5 other people at your church,
and you ask them for tithes every week, and you got some fools that just give it up like they supposed to.
Then you're upset when people don't pay tithes, or when they pay tithes like $10. I pay $10 in my tithe. Next Sunday, the pastor is saying, "Well, $10 is not a tithe." Well, pastor, how you gonna tell me if my $10 is tithe for my household?
It's all about money.
It's about
ain't nothing but money. That's all the church is about today. It is not about saving nobody. They don't give a damn whether you saved or not. It's not about helping you. They don't give a damn whether you helped or not.
Nope. It's not about tarrying. It's not about the Holy Spirit coming in. You know, it's not about revival. It's not about none of that. It's just about
for full transparency and to get the record straight, we cannot lump all churches together, and we are not lumping all churches together. If you know that your pastor is a good pastor, we're not talking about your pastor. But everybody, see, they so brainwashed these days, they all think their pastor's a good pastor.
Yep.
I done heard people.
Got these dead churches that ain't moved, that ain't put a brick on. Y'all got a doggone a building fund, and you ain't put a brick on the doggone church in 25 years. What y'all building?
Then they got a benevolent fund. Then they got another fund. In the pastor anniversary, they all go throwing money down there at the pastor feet. Like, oh, Lord have mercy.
Jesus, I've seen that. I'm just tired. I'm burnt. You know what? And that's why so many of these young people aren't going to church.
Exactly.
You know what?
Exactly.
Because they have seen their parents.
Their hypocrisy. They have seen it all.
They've seen their parents burnt out on church. They went to church on Wednesday, went to church on whatever. They went to church on Sunday. And
put that last comment up again. Now, my good sister Melinda, these pastors will be held responsible for what they do. Generalizations are dangerous, folks. Please be mindful. Now, we do. And we understand that they will be held accountable. But we don't have time to wait for them to be held accountable. We're in a bad condition. We're in a sunken pit. We're all at sunken so low where these people are supposed to be rising, helping to raise us up. But they're steady taking us down and selling us out. They're worse than some elected officials that we have. I don't lump all the elected officials in the same group. We got some of that are for the people. But pastors need to do what they are called to do if they are called.
Exactly.
It is their responsibility. There's no way that with 900 churches in Chatham County that we're supposed to be in the condition that we're in. You know why? Because they're all still operating in silos. They all, their egos are all that matters. Some got ATM machines in the darn lobby out there before you come in. You know what? Some Creflo Dollar seat you by your tax return.
Shut up. You better shut up.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It is crazy. We got churches on every corner in the black neighborhood. Now, this is the question that I want to ask. Why don't the white population have as many churches? And they're doing way better than us. Not just because this system is geared for them and everything, but they know what economic power is. See, they're together. They're united. They go to one church in this neighborhood, two churches over in this neighborhood, one or two churches in this neighborhood, one or two churches in the neighborhood. When we got 100 to 1, we outnumber these people 100 to 1 in churches.
But you know what?
Let me
we're dividing our power, our resources, our intellectual thought. We're dividing everything, and the black preachers are a part of the problem.
You know what? They're the same way they are in. I don't mean to say it, but they're the same way they are in the parties. If you look at it. Jew, because they have 900 churches, right? But they'll get 5 Democrats in one race, whereas the Republicans will only have 1 Republican, and they'll run that 1 Republican in one race. So they only have 1 or 2 churches, and they support, and everybody goes to those 1 or 2 churches, and they, I mean, not that they only have 1 or 2 churches, but they tend to migrate to these churches,
Yeah, and that's true. They do. They migrate to the bigger churches. The bigger churches are shutting the little churches down. Now, Melinda said, everyday problems don't end on Sunday, Julius. You're absolutely correct. And they shouldn't start or end on any day. They are there, and they should be addressed, and they should be looked at every day, not just on Sundays. It's every day. See, we're in the mindset that church is just Sunday. Church is every day.
Yeah.
If we paying you, preacher, if you collecting a tithe to get paid, then do something. Make it better. Make the city, make your community better.
Your community better.
Take a block and say every church. Say, I'm going to take 4 blocks this way, 4 blocks this way, 4 blocks this way, and 4 blocks this way, and I'm going to take care of these people in this neighborhood. But they're also caught up on going to each other's revivals.
Yeah, put on the best.
Who can give out the best sermon. Man, it's so hip. It's so much hypocrisy. It makes you not even want to go near there. I tell my wife all the time, I'd rather listen to a great gospel song. It speaks to my soul better than it does a preacher does.
Yeah.
I ain't putting no mouth on no touch not my anointing, leave my prophet. What the hell that thing is? Y'all, they talk about. Y'all believe anything the Bible tell you.
Yeah.
You gotta have that spirit inside you to understand that God speaks to you. He ain't got to speak to you through the book every time. What you say, Bernard? My fault. I go off on this.
Let me say this. I was just sitting back and listen. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but it's like this here. You know when the church changed. When we was growing up, we had older gentlemen. We was what 18 and the preacher was like 45. We was 20 and the preacher was 50 or 60. It started back in 90 something like that. These little young preachers started coming, trying to be a preacher and having different activities. Sudden, it started getting that damn, different stuff and saying this and that's why we have all these young preachers, thinking they preachers and all that and they want to go on the preachers. They want to go on a trip. How the hell preachers leaving their wives and they going to Hawaii on trips and shit? Come on now, let's keep it real. Let's go deep. Let's go deep into this shit. Let's go deep now. So that's when it started. The older preachers who really and truly is called and was called to preach, and then you all of a sudden you got these little young ones coming in thinking they do this and all kind of different. That's the problem, and it's gonna be a problem. And they started rising, and they go for money and this and that and like I said, different activities and shit. Why I want is say let's go on a church conference. Listen now, let's go on a church conference. The guys, we going on a church conference, but they leaving their wives and all that home and kids and all that, but they going on the church. If you really and truly believe that God called you, okay, everybody should be going to that conference. And I'm saying, and you read between the lines what I'm trying to say to y'all, and that's all I can say.
Oh, I know what you're saying, Bernard, and these little underground, things that they've been having going on, and it's been going on for a long time. Them, the music, the ministries of music, all of that. Ministers of music, all of that. It's not a new thing. It's just become more advanced. But my thing is, if you're gonna do it, just don't be underground with it and don't be hypocritical and give back to your community, and don't sell out your community. Don't lead your people astray, and there's a passage in the Bible that says, woe unto the person that would lead my people astray. I don't know how it goes, but it is a passage in there that says, woe unto that person or the person or whatever that would lead my people astray. So if you are one of the 900 pastors, that know that you have not been called and you just showed up, because some people just showed up. Stop it. Stop this.
They feed off of people's ignorance. Because if you don't know the Bible for yourself, and you go to church every Sunday, you're going to naturally assume that that man in that suit or that woman in that suit is sanctified, fire baptized, and filled with the Holy Ghost. And they just as lost as you are.
Exactly. And leading you down the path of foolishness.
Well, I gave a sermon a few years ago. It wasn't a sermon. I spoke to you.
You gave a sermon? I was about to say, come on now. Come with it.
You can go on YouTube and see it.
Okay.
You can go on YouTube and see it. It's Julius Hall Speaks Second Sunday. And after I was finished, everybody tell me, you need to be, you're going to be a preacher. You're going to be a preacher. And I just, I told the lady, I said, I'm going to do whatever God tells me to do. I don't think that God is calling me to preach. I think God tells me to be a messenger outside of the pulpit. I'm going to say what I feel like saying because I'm not going to be barred by anything. Preachers sell out. It's prime here in Savannah. It's a prime example here in Savannah. You got some people out here that's trying to do right, who we put in office to do the right thing, and they're for the people. But who do you see the preacher with? The preacher's with the devil.
Mm-hmm.
The preachers are all behind the devil, who are holding these women back. The preachers, all of them, every last one of them. You got a few good preachers. You got a few good preachers. I ain't even gonna call their name. Patrick Small, Richard Hall, Joyce Hall. You got some great preachers out there. You got some great preachers. Those, you got some great preachers. But you got some that'll follow the devil down to hell and try to get back up and take you with him. And you thinking that this okay because your pastor following him. You ain't got to follow your pastor to hell. Let me tell you something. Nope. The pastor can't get you into heaven.
Sure can't.
Nope.
He ain't got no ticket to get you in there. You got to ride and cross that river by yourself.
And that's what a lot of people get. All bent out of shape because we're listening to a person's doctrine and we don't know how this person is outside of the pulpit. We just listen to what he's saying in the moment. We don't know when he gets home what he does, and then he's telling us how to live. And now me and God is falling out because I don't feel like I'm worthy enough because of what the pastor said. And God is looking down and like, I'm not gonna judge you. Like Julia said, he's not gonna say, well, Pastor such and such said that, when you confess this, so you need to just sit over there. No, the same ones that are telling you that you're not living right and you're gonna be going to hell is gonna be the same ones you pass by entering to heaven.
Yeah, that's right. See, a lot of people just listen to the pastor. They don't get the knowledge for themselves. But one thing I can tell you, especially my brother Johnny, you can't tell my brother Johnny a damn thing when it comes to the Bible. A preacher can't tell him nothing. He's going to question everything in it because you know why? He knows the Bible backwards.
That's right.
You ain't going to just tell him anything.
Exactly.
And they get mad at him because he said, hey, Pastor, that's not right. It's open interpretation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what?
These people give you so many excuses. It's just a crap. Yeah. We don't even have enough time. We should have started at 7:00 with this stuff.
Exactly. A lot of people will be sending us mail. So get ready for it, Jew. Because they can send me
anything they want. Y'all got one thing you're gonna know is that I'm gonna tell it like I see it. I'm gonna tell it like I feel it. You don't have to agree with me, but you will. I'm gonna say what I feel. People need to study the Bible instead of just following with the word of what somebody's telling you. If you study it for yourself, then you can understand it better.
Yeah. And you'll know who the fakes are.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot of fakes.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot of fakes. Like I said, there's some good pastors out there. There's some good pastors out there that wants to do right for the community. Like I said, it's some great pastors out there. Great pastors. But this conversation needs to be touched. Don't be talking about, Julia's been on there talking all sacrilegious stuff. No, Julia's in there trying to wake your asses up. That's all Julia's trying to do.
Stay woke.
Leading, got following a pastor to hell. Yeah, you follow me. You might well follow me. Yeah.
The only person gonna get me in heaven is me.
That's right.
And I'm like this. I separate myself a long time ago from preachers. I did. I separate myself a long time ago. That's why I'm sitting here listening, because I already know at the end of the day, the only way I get in heaven is for me. And when I leave this, I'm like this. When I leave this world and I'm laying there, and you know who's gonna do my sermon? I'm gonna get up, do my sermon, and I'm gonna lay right back down. Period.
You know what? I believe that your sermon is already being preached right now, because it's what you do between Your birth date and your end date
Right.
is what preaches your sermon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you know, we're going to touch this subject. Dr. Bryant, Robert Bryant, and I are going to explore this a little bit deeper. Y'all don't get mad. This is part of what we need to do in our community to wake our people up. We sleep. We're in the worst condition with the most churches. We're in the worst condition with the most people chasing God. And then I'm going to also tell you one other thing. Black men, you need to get your butts in the church too. You need to find God, because the churches are full with women. The churches are full with women.
You just said a word there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Churches are full with women.
And don't go just to find a woman. Because the church is not a damn club.
Listen, Jew, y'all listen. You're right. Hey, the churches are filled with women, and the preacher taking advantage of that, going with all of that.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Case closed. Touchdown.
Hey, you know,
they don't want the men to come in there.
If we don't touch this subject this weekend, I don't know whether we on this week or not. I haven't looked at the schedule for the Watchdogs, but it is several things that we can put this on in this the vulnerable communities, because the church is making our communities vulnerable. We're divided so bad that it's almost like being in a gang. One of these churches is a gang, you know, and their rivalries, you know, over here. Everybody got their own little mindset for it, and they're divided us. So all we do is fight each other. Our church our choir sings better than yours. My pastor preach better than yours. It ain't what we going there for. Nope. It's become a carnival, and we got to get away from that. And it needs to start now. On this platform, we will be talking about everything. So don't think that we ain't going to talk about it. If we talking about your pastor, then so be it. We are talking about your pastor. Like I said, there are some great pastors out there. Y'all know who they are. But y'all also know who the bad ones are also. You turn a blind eye to them, all the stuff that they're doing, you know.
So if you got 900 churches right in Savannah, Georgia, and use this person like, hey, I'm trying to find a good church. Okay, so what you tell that person? You got
we got 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes.
Well, I'm going to just say, if your church has less than 40 members, close it. Just close it. That'll get rid of about 700 right there. I mean, I just helped y'all exponentially.
What did you say? I wasn't paying attention. I was talking to the producer.
I said, if your church got less than 40 members, just go ahead and close it. That'll get rid of about 700 right there in Savannah.
It will. And all you got to do is join churches together.
Mm-hmm.
But the egos, who's gonna be the head pastor? It don't matter if you talking about
who's gonna run it,
taking people to God.
Yeah.
Yep. Each one of y'all take a Sunday.
Exactly. I'm open to church, but it's only gonna be gospel music. Ain't gonna be no preaching. Anyway, we got to go. We're gonna touch on this subject, and we'll do a whole hour, dedicate a whole hour instead of 25 minutes. We're gonna dedicate a whole hour. We want you to call in. Let's see if we can do it next Wednesday. I don't know if my people are available, but we got to go because we're at 1 hour and 59 minutes, and we got to keep everything under 2 hours in order to rerun it the right way. Okay, so good night, people. Love y'all, and don't kill the messenger.